I want to know how the hell people in Canada are even living. I generally consider myself a positive person. I'm like resourceful, but some stuff happened around the property, and like, well, I know I'll never truly be homeless. Like, I have family to live with, and you know, like, I have options. Like, I'm luckier than a lot of other people, but how the hell is anyone existing in Canada? Like, I feel trapped. And like I just got a good job. I started in September, but even with that job, it pays less than 40 grand a year. And it's a job that requires like education, and even on that job, like, I still can't do shit. I can't buy anything. I can't afford the rent these days. Like, I'm just feeling so much despair. And I know I'm normally like really, really positive, but I'm just like, how is everyone else, and are you okay? Because the answer's probably no. And I know I'm lucky. I don't have kids. I have like good family that will support me, but I feel like I can't stay here, but I can't move anywhere else, because anywhere else I move to, I'm gonna be charging, like, the landlords are just gonna charge me like $2,500 a month in rent. Like, unless I move into the middle of literally nowhere where there are zero jobs. And I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. And like, I don't know. There's a part of me that just wants to say F it and just get a whole bunch of credit cards and just travel and just like get out of Canada, because like I know it's bad everywhere. I really do. But I don't know. At 33 years old, like, I was really hoping that I could at the very least afford, you know, a small house. I don't want 3,100 square feet bullshit. I just want something small, 500 square feet, even less. And yet, it's so fucking expensive. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hi everyone, I am starting a petition today to have homelessness declared a national emergency here in Canada. As some of you may know, the homeless shelters have been at capacity all year round. The homeless encampments have been growing, and last year saw a 25% increase in the number of homeless people seeking care at a hospital due to exposure to the cold. Recently, 17 mayors from Ontario signed a letter calling on the provincial and federal government to invoke the notwithstanding clause to clear homeless encampments, but this will do little to alleviate the circumstances of those experiencing poverty. The solution needs to be community-based and address the underlying issues and social determinants that cause someone to become homeless. We're calling on the federal government to declare a national emergency on the grounds of public welfare to provide emergency housing, barrier-free. We're calling on the federal government to declare a national emergency on the grounds of public welfare to provide emergency temporary housing, access to barrier-free employment, training in skilled trades to become gainfully employed, and enhanced access to treatment options. You can find the link to the petition in the description below. Thank you, and share this message.
What is going on in Canada that this house costs? Let's play a game. Get a number in your head, okay? Think, what do you think this costs? All right, hold on, because you're wrong. $3 million. For that? Assault. Okay, this is in Vancouver. And people say Vancouver's the LA of Canada when it comes to real estate. No. In LA, that would cost what? Like 900 grand? maybe 1.5 on a really bad day. In no world is that $3 million. So I'm from Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, that is 55, 75 grand. And what miffs me is like, if that's 3 million, okay, well, I'd hate to see 5 million. Like the one next door, what's that? 4.5 million, it's 2 stories. So is all of your money just completely wrapped up? In your house, can you even afford to buy? Why would you live in Vancouver? Just went there, loved it. I get why you'd live there. Not for $3 million in that bad boy. I bet that is one. Well, let's look. How many bedrooms? 4 bedrooms and 2 baths.
Major breaking news, 300,000 Canadians went homeless in 2024. Tent cities are popping up just about in every city in Canada, especially in Ontario. And remember, a lot of these people went homeless is because they can't afford to spend $2,000 a month on a 1-bedroom apartment, right? Or they're just being completely priced out of the market, so they're sleeping in their cars or they're sleeping in tents in city parks. To all you Canadians out there that are suffering from homeless, please find a shelter for the next few days because Canada's about to experience minus 50 weather. Please tell me, what do you guys think?
I want to preface this video by saying that I'm not a conspiracy theorist and I don't belong to any political party. I have no allegiances or agenda. But I'm sitting outside of Sobeys. I'll name you. I don't care anymore. In New Minas. And I am really upset. And the reason that I'm upset is because this is the 2nd week in a row that I have been at a grocery store and I have witnessed a senior citizen not be able to buy a basic necessity because of the cost of it. And I'm sorry if I get upset, but this should be upsetting to people. Last week at Superstore, so there's no difference, it doesn't matter where you go, it was an old man who was trying to buy a loaf of bread and was looking for the cheapest loaf of bread and was pointed to the discount section, the 50% off stale, shitty old bread. Cool. Today, it was a lady who was trying to find frozen vegetables. She asked the clerk, and they were $9.99 a bag. So she said, I guess that those are staying here. And I stopped her and I asked her how she was doing, and times are really tough, and she said that there's a lot of things on her grocery list that are staying in the store. And now, before anybody is like, wow, you're really overreacting to somebody else's problem, I grew up in a Canada, or at least I thought I did, where we looked after our people. And I know that corporate greed has always existed, but this is absolutely out of hand. And I don't want to live in a Canada where our seniors have to make those choices. And I have our receipt here from Sobeys in New Minas. And for 2 people for 1 week of groceries, and I want to also say that we don't buy ridiculous groceries. We buy necessity, like eggs and, bread and fruit and milk. Romaine, lettuce, $6.99. Blueberries, $11.99. I got pizzazz apples, and they were in bulk, so I thought that would maybe make things a little bit cheaper. $8.37. A bag of flour, $6.99. Haddock. I'm in Nova Scotia, and haddock was $7.99. And then bread, $3.29. Dehydrated parsley flakes, $3.19. Eggs were $10.19. We're lucky enough to be in a situation where that $229 grocery bill isn't going to break us. but it's getting to the point where we're making food choices based on the cost of things. So I don't know how people who are in a different financial situation are making it work. And for anybody who is going to say, oh, well, why don't you do something about it? I scheduled a meeting with our local MP. I'm going there on Wednesday, and I'm going to ask him why corporate greed is more important than regular Canadians. And I encourage each and every one of you to do the same, because the reality of the situation is, if any single person can look at a senior trying to make food choices like that and not realize that there's a problem, you need to really, really check your own value system. Because I know for a fact that this is not the Canada that I know and loved.
How long have you been out here in East Hastings?
About 20 years.
What initially brought you to the area?
I was down and out. I lost my job. I had nowhere to go. So I had to look for shelter. Came down here and I got hooked up with people and started using. So it all started. Then drinking on top of that. And then methadone and everything.
How has life been for you out here on East Hastings?
It's all right. Getting better.
For someone that's never heard of the area, how would you describe it to them?
It's not that bad because people down here don't really bother the outsiders. Filthy a bit, but it's not bad.
Are there any misconceptions about the area?
Yeah, I'm surprised they're building so many high-rises, selling them. Because it's going to drive people out of here, and where are they going to go?
Do you feel like the government's doing a good job of helping the people?
No. I think they should build rooms for people.
More affordable housing?
Yeah, more affordable housing. It's just like they say 2,500 first floor is affordable housing. No one on welfare can afford 2,500.
I can't function anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week. I buy a loaf of rye bread, and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week, and I eat peanut butter. So I'll eat peanut butter toast whenever I'm hungry. And it's been fine. It's been working just fine. I'm good with that. That's fine. But last week, I guess I was a little extra hungry a couple days, so I had toast in the morning and toast in the evening, which that's not in my budget. So I ran out of bread on like the Thursday or even the Friday, I don't know. Either way, at 47, I had to see if my mother could buy me a loaf of bread so that I could eat for the weekend before my daughter got home. I don't understand why things are so hard right now. I apparently make too much money to receive any financial benefits or help of any kind.
So a lot of these videos have been popping up on people's timelines about how there's so much struggle in Canada. I mean, this lady is saying she eats bread and peanut butter for the whole week, guys. She can't even eat it twice a day. She had to ask her mother at 47 years old. I think that's what she said. Is this the true situation in Canada, guys? I mean, she says she works 3 times a week, $30-something an hour. So maybe she's not working as much as people who are going there want to work. Because I was speaking to someone yesterday and he's saying his wife is already in Canada. She's converting a study permit to like a work permit. He's going to be going there. And I mean, they're excited about it. So let us know, people in Canada, what's really going on out there.
What the hell is going on in Canada right now? I am home visiting my parents this weekend for the holidays. I live in the West Village in New York City. The highest cost of living yuppie area ever in the history of the United States. I am never shocked when I get a dinner bill. I'm never shocked when I go on vacation. Nothing phases me. I've traveled all over the world. Tell me why I come home to Newmarket, Ontario, the suburbs of Toronto, and I'm shocked at the cost of living here. How are Canadian people making it work? Everybody involved with the economy right now needs to be fired immediately. We need to contact the UN and get a binding resolution here. Something sinister is going on in Canada, and I'm determined to get to the bottom.
So this is my reality, homeless in Canada, okay? I try to grab something to eat, $1, that's it, just $1. I try to grab something to eat, like $1, $2, $3, $4, just so I can eat, because I'm homeless. I don't got money after I was targeted by the Canadian government. Now, I'm dealing with this, where this guy's tripping over a small meal that I grabbed, okay? And I'm gonna grab it. Saying he's gonna assault me and everything. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been homeless in Canada for about a year and a bit, and it's been going okay. I have all my mail forwarded to a P.O. box. However, I'm wondering if anyone knows the answer to this. You need, when you renew your license, you need a residential address, and you also need that for your car insurance. Now, I've had everything forwarded to my P.O. box from my old address for the last couple of years, but that couple of years is expiring very quickly, so I'm not sure what to put my address as anymore after my mail forwarding expires. I'm told you can't put a P.O. box as your address on government paperwork, but I'm wondering if that's my only option. So anyone out there who lives out of their car, who is a nomad, please let me know what you do about this paperwork.
The streets are mean. Only trust yourself, okay?
Guys, that young man is 17 years old. This is his first day being homeless outside. We're here to help. The minute you're out there too long and you think that's normal, that's when you're gonna be homeless forever, bro. Don't.
I told you it was gonna happen. You guys are all gonna get gas, no man. You guys are all full of gas. Dad, look, and I fucking told you. Look. No, there's someone else now. He's also the one that was dragging all the shit out of the room. Yeah.
Something you may not realize is that a lot of homeless people are disabled people. Disabled vets with post-traumatic stress disorder, people with mental health disorders, people with physical diseases, that our healthcare system has failed, that our economy has failed, right? Like me, I just lost my apartment, and if not for my uncle and my brother, the only two people that I have right now willing to take me in, and I consider myself very lucky and I am grateful, I would be living in my broken car right now, okay? Which, when it broke down completely, I have more in common as a master's educated librarian. As a master's educated librarian, I have more in common with the homeless population than I do with anyone in middle or upper class, and sometimes even lower class. And our president is shipping homeless people out of Washington, D.C. right now. This is a direct strike on disabled folks in America. No less all the other shit that he's doing, okay? Like, I want you to know, please share this. Fucking, like, come on. Let's get fucking educated, people, okay? Homeless people are disabled people, most likely. And where is he putting them? Instead of putting money into a broken healthcare system that could help those people, get better, right? Instead of fixing an economy, and lowering prices so that, we could function and survive as a country better. He is putting money into the fucking military. Like, I
will never, ever forgive people that voted for this fucking prick. I will never.
This is what I get for being in my country, paying my taxes. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Yeah, look at this shit, eh? Yeah, what? What? You got fucking 20 family members living in one house, getting paid from the government. What? They dropped you off here to do what? Exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Leave!
How long have you been outside for?
It's a month.
Desperate refugees who've come to Canada looking for a safe haven are now living on the streets. How hard has this been on you?
So hard. It's unspeakable. It's so hard.
The problem, the City of Toronto says there's just no more space in their shelter system and that the federal government needs to pony up some cash to help create that space.
We also know that refugees is also a federal responsibility. And we need at least $160 million from the federal government to help us in sheltering these refugees.
Now, while that bickering continues back and forth, left in the middle are those folks just looking for help.
What keeps you going every single day? What keeps you...
Hope. The hope I had when I was coming, it's the same hope that keeps me going.
I got 7 brothers and sisters, and I needed to take care of myself. Cause my mom and dad are dead. Because they abused me sexually for 14 years.
Toronto, can you believe this? Toronto has added 50 homeless encampments in 3 months. Wow. 50 homeless encampments in 3 months, to bringing the total to 256 in our richest and biggest city.
Oh, they're gonna dump that guy's entire, holy shit. They're gonna dump all of his stuff. That's insane. That guy's got a wheel. Holy shit, bro. That's insane. I'm sorry that's happening to you. Holy, how... Oh. This entire thing's a travesty. This is just a human rights travesty on like a, I don't know, on a large scale human rights violations happening here. They just threw his stuff. They're gonna throw his stuff in the trash.
In this tent lives 77-year-old Judy Howe with her 80-year-old partner George, a situation she never imagined to be in. She says they had an apartment in Halifax before the building was sold and to be torn down. After that, they went to Ontario to be with George's dying mother, but they couldn't afford to stay there and chose to return to Halifax.
It's not home. You know, it's not a place you can cook a meal for yourself. You can take a shower. We go up to the Y on Park Street here. I always get lost. I'm trying to find my way out. And that's where we shower at. And you can go there every day if you want, you know. And thank God they have that service. But it's not where I want to be. I go to bed crying at night. At night I go to bed crying and I pray to God, asking him to get me out of here. I need to be out of here.
With the couple's deteriorating health, a volunteer street navigator is desperate to get them into affordable housing.
Judy is the age that my mom would be if she was still alive. And it breaks my heart to see that people who have been born and raised in Canada and Nova Scotia are now having to face this.
Well, this is not a surprise. Canadians are leaving the country in record numbers, and nearly 50% are from one province. Can you guess that province? Emigration from Canada hit a level not seen in years, with thousands of residents deciding to start fresh somewhere else in search of cheaper cost of living or an improved quality of life. This trend has been building for a while, but last year's numbers set a new high, and one province played a massive role in that exodus, and that province is Ontario. Ontario accounted alone for a whopping 48% of these departures. This marks the highest level of immigration from Ontario since 2011, making it clear that more and more Ontarians are deciding that life outside of Canada might be the better option. And I can say this is 100% true. I was born and raised here in Ontario all of my life. It has gone downhill so significantly, especially over the last 9 years. If you look at every facet of the economy, there's no jobs. Mass amount of unmitigated, unchecked, undocumented immigration. Our healthcare system is failing. People are dying in waiting rooms, in the hospitals in Ontario. Look at the cost of living. Everything is so expensive in this country and in this province specifically. Taxes, oh my God. You work so hard, you grind, you do all the right things, and the government takes up to 53% marginal tax rate from you. It blows my mind. What the Liberal government was doing with the capital gains inclusion rate, increasing that. The carbon tax. Everything in this province is designed to suck the life out of you, suck the joy out of you. It is crazy what is going on here. Honestly, I don't see this as a surprise at all. It's the reason why I'm leaving Ontario, me and my family, for an opportunity that's going to give us a better quality of life, a better future for my children, and a place that we can actually call home and feel comfortable living in and feel safe living in.